Minnesota. This is a craft plant. I'm actually going to pick up probably craft products and going to Aurora, Illinois. It's probably about an 8-hour drive from here. I have to be there tomorrow at 12:30. It's Tuesday now. I have an 11 o'clock appointment, checked in, and then this is the truck waiting area. Good old New Ulm out here. It's about 52 degrees out, so it's not that bad. Let's all hurry up and wait now. They'll call me and I'll get a door, but I want to make sure everything's good here. Once I get loaded here, 8 hours, and you can see I'm just going to wait over there till tomorrow at noon. It's actually a short run to me. Make sure it's 35 degrees. Crafts. I used to pick up butter at Hiram, Utah, and bring it to New Ulm. If they don't go to Greenwood, Wisconsin, they would go to New Ulm here in this little town. Quiet little town. That's the way it should be up here in Minnesota, especially in the winter time. It's very cold up here. Alright, got a door. It's a little tight here. They want it continuous at 34. Everything's good there. But this is how it is. A couple feet apart. That looks good. Alright. I guess instead of going to Aurora, they want me to just take this to the yard, so I might have a load right away and get out of here. Hope it'll be a lot farther in Aurora. We will see. Hurry up and wait now. Alright, I'm loaded now. Let's see what this guy's up to. There you go. This is what I get from Crafts. I gotta put load locks on this. Alright, looks like Velveeta. Alright, looks like a heavy load, but I might have to slide the axles all the way up. We'll see how that works out. Have to go to the guard shack and they seal the door for you. And then I'll take it back to the yard and see what run I got next. They said they got one going, so we'll see how that works out. Alright, seals on, we're good. I slid the axles all the way up. Didn't look like a heavy load too much. But I went ahead and put the lights on the side here. Really did a good job. That should shine the steps now. So the steps will be all shining really good. So we'll see what this nighttime will be. I'm back at the yard. Looks like I have to drop off this trailer and pick up this one here, 5382, and take it over to Kentucky. Looks like a drop-in hook here. I parked it right next to each other, so it's easy. Alright, it's all about unhooking. Looks like everything's good here. You see these lights here worked out pretty good, how I doubled them. Made a V out of it. That really shines pretty good. But it's all about hopefully doing a drop and hook. And somebody else is going to take this to the Aurora. That's a good deal. Don't have to worry about that. Alright, landing gear's done. Alright, let's get done with this refrigerating, go to a drive-in. Alright, it looks pretty good. Let's see if I can give you a look of what a drive-in looks like with my truck. It's about 11:30 at night. I could go to Madisonville. That's looking pretty good with the orange. It's all about 53082. This trailer. Looks like everything's kept clean. I'll have to clean this tire up and the rim. And my flaps. We'll see what this one looks like. Same cardboard I take over to Madisonville. A lot of room on the side. I'll have to take it easy on the corners. Looks like one strap's on. That's looking good. Alright, no seal, so you better lock it. Alright, 53082. I only got a couple hours left on my vlog, so I gotta get going. That'll get me to the rest area on 39 right past Rockford. Then I gotta wait there 10 hours and I'll shoot down there. It's about an 8.5 hour drive. And the axles just flip pretty good. It's pretty light load. It's all about going back to Madisonville. They wanted me there at 11. I don't think I can do that. But it's gonna be close to midnight, so better hit the road. Night owl's time. I'm in Illinois at the rest area. I believe it's a 185 mile marker. Looking good. You can see my project I did yesterday. I actually made a V out of this. That way the orange lights are shining the steps in the tank. And it works out pretty good. That's the right way to go. Alright. I picked up this trailer at the yard about 11:30 last night. I only had about 3 hours. So I spent some time. I got these rims all done now. Got the tires all cleaned up. That was pretty dirty. But mud flaps, that's important. Once you do that, then you can see how I cheat on washing the whole trailer. I just do that. So you know it's going to get dirty once you realize it's a drop and hook kind of vehicles. But I could see these rims here are pretty good. There's no real rust on it. The dressing will be drying. It'll look like brand new tires. But this is actually a good trailer. There's not many dents in it at all. Not many scratches. I got everything all cleaned up, ready to go to Kentucky. But you can see here, that was the idea of kicking this down. And then I'm shining the tri-pack. And that works out pretty good. And then you got the red light shining the front of the trailer. And the sides are the orange. And it seems to be really sharp at night. I'm very impressed with it. That's why it's important to polish all this area, because the lights will be shining in there. And you'll realize that it'll catch, it's shining everything on the undercarriage, so it'll catch all the dirty spots. And if you're into attention to detail like me, you realize that it's really, when you look at it, it's just stock with a couple trim on it. It's not too much. It was the main project. I got it back to stock, and then you put your trim, you know, your crown lights, And you realize it's really not that much, just swapping caps and just keeping it clean. But I'm ready to go to Kentucky now. This will be Madisonville, Kentucky. And I got here about 3 in the morning. That's why I'm parked over here versus over here, because the parking lot was full. But it's a good spot here to get your 10 hours sleep. And now it's 1 in the afternoon. And I'm about 6 hours away, so this should look pretty good going down the road. And I don't see too much rain in the forecast, so I think I got it when it comes to keeping this truck clean. But it's never ending. Let's hit the road and go to Kentucky. I'm in Madisonville. I just checked in. They're checking to see if they want their product tonight. If not, it'll be in the morning. Went through some rain in Illinois. It's still looking alright. It's about 8 o'clock at night, but this is like a plant here, so they might need these boxes. That's why I always knock on the door. If not, it'll be 6 o'clock. But this is where I'll stay then if they don't want it now, but usually they do. It's pretty important stuff. Looks like it's still clean. That's good. Yeah, I always get some kind of rain. Just enough, but I'll wipe it down in the morning. But these lights are looking pretty good. See how it glows. Huh. Get off this bubble look. Oh, it looks pretty good. It's a night kind of look. But from the rest area, I just drove straight here. That's the right way to go. Yeah, might as well appreciate it until the winter comes. It'll get more dirtier, but it'll be less boring out here, more stuff to see. Well, that's a good picture shot. Let's see if I can zoom out on that. Yeah. Alright, they said to wait about 10 minutes, 15 at the most. If not, I'll be here at 6 in the morning. How about this is a good spot to sleep? And I'll wait patiently and see what we got in the morning. Alright, got a dock. Looks like they're unloading me. Oh, that's good. Slid the axles all the way back. Alright. It's nice to have a 24-hour shift here. They do 12-hour shifts, 3 days, 5 to 5. Those are long days. But it looks like I gotta go to Crafts in Champaign and drop this trailer off over there. And then I gotta go up to Chicago area, just south of 80 on 55. I think it's Edgewood or something, Edgewood. And pick up a trailer, an empty trailer there. That's what they want me to do, so I got some hours left, so at least I can try to head over there after I'm empty. And then you can see what I gotta do. It's good to do that because of the traffic, is just to get out of here and start heading towards Illinois and get to 57 at least. See if I can get some parking or something. Other than that, hurry up and wait here. Once I'm empty, then I'll just head over to Champaign to Crafts. Alright, another long day. Alright, I'm empty now. It looks like it's gonna be about 4.5 hours to Champaign, Illinois. Alright. So I have to clean this one out. Got some wood. It's all about taking it to waste management after crafts. But I always make sure it's all cleaned out. He's got my straps in here. Looks like they took my straps. Have to get that. Alright. Back on the road again. Just slide the axles all the way up. That should be good. And then I'll head up to Champaign and see if I can get some sleep, maybe up on some rest area if I get some room. If not, I'll be on the on-ramp. You can hear the air leaking out of the Maxi here. This Maxi is a big spring inside. When you pull the air brakes, the trailer brakes, the spring pushes and locks the brakes up. But when it leaks like that, it's usually the pancake inside that's got a split in it. Because the drivers have the trailer brakes pulled out and then they push on the brakes and with a Johnny bar. It usually messes with the Maxi. They're very sensitive. But the only way to get back on the road because it's leaking so bad and you're losing air pressure is to actually, there's a bolt right here. These are locks that they put on each Maxi. So you have to unscrew these and take them out. It comes with the washer and the nut. And this is the lock itself. And you pretty well have to take the plug off. And you have to insert it in here because it's got a key in here. So you go in and turn. That's a good thing you gotta do. But you want to do it all when you got air in the whole system. It's pretty important to do that to find out which Maxi it is. Once you do that, you put it in there because it moves around. You want to center it. You get a rag and wrap it around one of the air lines. And you take a vice grip. It's either one. And you take the vice grip and you just squeeze the air hose. And one of them won't work and one will, and I picked the right one. Once you do that, then the Maxi will collapse in and the spring itself is pushing the brake drum, the brake pad into the brake drum. Once you put it in, then you turn it clockwise and that way this is actually in. But you want to make sure that you have air in the system. So that's your trailer brakes on the dash pushed in. That'd be your red line. Would be air in the system. And then you put the washer in, you put the nut all the way in, just like that. And then you go ahead and take the vice grip back out and put it in the system. It pulls out like that. And then you go ahead and put the nut all the way back in. And that way the pad is always away from the drum itself. But a vice grip is real important. You can use it for pinching the line and when it comes to this nut. But it's just enough, you want to make sure that it doesn't vibrate out and put pressure on it. And that way the Maxi's all the way in. You want to make sure you got full air pressure before you do that. Once you did that, then the pad is away from the drum. And then you actually know which airline it is, so you want to ride it high. And use a rag, that way you're not damaging the airline itself. and wrap that really good. Away from noticeable people. Just slide away on the top. And that way nobody's messing with you when they start telling you got a vice grip on your airline. But it's just for emergency, so that way you can get off the road. You get to a service place and get this service. But the vice grip is just pinching the airline. And that way you're not losing air. And that's it. It's all done. Now you can go back on the road. But that's the deal. You can see I hit it back here. So you go across scales and all that, they should be alright. And that's your maxi bolt. And that's pulling it away, and that way the pads are away from the drum. You always want to check that. And that way you can just go back down on the road. And you did it. You made sure that you are legal and you can go down the road. I'm empty, so I'm legal. Well, that's how you can get to a service island instead of being stranded and waiting for somebody to come and fix the maxis on the road, which it costs too much money. But you'll see each one of these maxis will carry this locking key. And then you take the bolt off on the other side. Each maxi is supposed to have one of these keys. That's how they actually take these apart and replace the pancakes. Well, that's it. That's the headache I had to do before I hit the road, is to fix this maxi. Last night I got here at the rest area and noticed that there was air leaking. It turned out to be the maxis. But that way it looks good when you're looking around. You don't have any noticeable problems here. Alright. Now it's all about going to drop off this trailer after I fix the maxis. But it's never ending. But you want to know how that works. I'm glad to share that with you. Well, that's it for 53082. I'm at Crafts in Champaign. It's actually Crafts Heinz in Champaign, Illinois. I gotta drop this trailer off and then go find an empty trailer in Edgewood. Had to clean this trailer out really good. It looks good, all blown out. It's Thursday. It's all about getting this trailer Edgewood, I believe, Illinois. Let's take a picture of this. Alright. Well, that was the last time you see these tires looking nice. Nice rims. Hope it doesn't get too rusty next time I pull this. Never ending. Old muck flap off of a super single trailer. Alright, disconnect. Alright, dropped it off. Now it's all about getting it's nice to have the dock pads here. Well, let's go find that empty trailer somewhere up in the Chicago area. Looks good, old bobtailing. A little dusty, but bobtailing now. Good time to find a trailer to hook it up to. Alright, I'm over here in Chicago area, right by O'Hare Airport. 53083. This was a brand new trailer when I picked it up first time going to, I believe it was Madisonville, Kentucky. So this is the second time I pulled this one. Brand new, but you can see the damages already. That's too bad. Inside in the front, it's all bent up. Slammed some products in the front nose. It's pretty dirty now. I could go to Waukegan to Amazon. These tires are really bad. Even the rims too, they're all dusty and dirty. That's too bad. It looks like rain in the air. After the rain, I'll go ahead and clean that up. And I gotta take this to Baraboo, Wisconsin from Waukegan. Do that tomorrow on a Friday. But it was straight. This side looks good. But, you know, they're not new after all. They start getting beaten up when it comes to drop and hook. But these are expensive trailers. Alright, let's go to Amazon and Waukegan. I gotta be there at 9 in the morning. Hope there's parking over there. Hurry up and wait. Well, I'm at the Oasis. I'm about 6 miles away from Amazon. This is 294, just around Grays Lake area. But everything's looking good here. I parked on the side. The parking lot's always full here, so you got to park on the off ramp, on ramp or off ramp, either or. But I'll be here till about 8 in the morning. See how busy it is here in northern Chicago. But let's check in. I can back up a little bit. I'm trying to get this to be where I'm right behind this sign here. But I got to the curb all right. It's all about parallel parking in. But I gotta make sure the guy behind me can leave. But you see how close I am from this sign. Oh, parking. So if I can back up just a little bit more, but everybody else is committed. But other than that, this is where I'm going to be. Probably 8. It's about 6 miles away, so I get there a little early. And it's a 9 a.m. appointment going to Baraboo. Well, that's it. This truck's all ready to go. Give you the front look without the fog lights on. I guess it's a long week, but I should make a video. We'll see what I call it. Busy week, but still a little bit more to go. How about that title? All right, everybody have a good evening.